Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The strains of the national anthem of Colombia.
And that gets things running. James. Lerma.
Mojica. Lukumi. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Mojica. And it's Lerma. Munoz. Lukumi. And Sanchez. And it's Munoz. And it's Lerma. Lukumi. Mojica. And here's James. That's tidy. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Munoz really needed to be much faster then, much more decisive.
And he's in on goal. Goes down, but nothing given. Munoz. Suarez. And this is James Rodriguez. And here's Diaz. Crosses it in here. And a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Well timed, excellent interception. Sanchez. And it's James Rodriguez. Munoz has it in a wide position. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Munoz. And the return pass. And here's Diaz, steaming on goalwards. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And he's managed to get free. He's in plenty of space here. He's had a shot! Deftly out wide. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Munoz. James. And it's Lerma. He's having a hit! What a throw in. And it's James Rodriguez. Now the ball in. And this is James Rodriguez. Plays it across. Shot could be on. Shot a goal! Goal! Colombia! And it's Colombia who take the lead. And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
He's shifting through the gears here. That's going across goal. No way through, so back it comes. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's been taken short. That is a crunching tackle. And now they can spring out of defence. Colombia already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. James.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Nice control. Cross flung in towards the middle. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Succumbs to the pressure. Suarez. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Nicely aimed pass. Ball in towards the middle. And that should get the job done. In once more. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. That's a shade optimistic. Suarez. Played out to the left flank. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Yeah, he's fouled him there. James Rodriguez. Oh, that's well spotted. It's a really well-measured ball. Lerma getting this one clear. And it's James Rodriguez. Diaz. Out towards the flank. For Lerma. And here's Diaz. And a chance! Too close for comfort. Tries from a long way out. And for a moment, time stood still. Can he get it through? Oh, great chance! Space for him to turn and look. Caught offside that time. He's not got that quite right. Now that looks a decent ball. Chance! And he hits the net! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Gol de Uzbekistan.
There was to be only one outcome.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
So they have it all to do again.
Uzbekistan really will fancy their chances now. They need to make the most of the momentum, but they have to be careful not to overstretch themselves and pay a price.
Pinches it off him. Half an hour played now. He's on it, can he get away? A quick look, thought about cutting inside. He's found the way through. The ball goes in. They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping. James Rodriguez. James opts for safety. Vargas. Mojica. And here's Diaz. Back they go.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Knocks it out wide. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And here's James. And he shoots! Goal! Colombia! And they've got their lead back. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Número 25.
Colombia with the lead.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Lerma. And Munoz. And it's James Rodriguez. Gets a good foot in there. He's got away with one there. Mojica makes the interception. Lerma. And Diaz. Suarez. Can he get on the end of this? It's played through for him. Oh, just skip. Oh, a gilt-edged chance. Oh, and a shot. Well, that is remarkable.
Uzbekistan certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Ambitious ball here. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Lerma. That's destined for the flank.
He's got away. Now it's James Rodriguez.
And it's Lerma. And here's Diaz. Mojica. Cross goes in there. And a header!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky as me.
Goes for a shot! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And it's made its way to him. He's found a way through. Good ball, good take. And he's certainly onside here. Oh, that's fabulous. Diaz. Mojica. Lukumi.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de
And it's
compensación.
Munoz. James. And Munoz. James Rodriguez. Lerma calmly anticipates. Sanchez. Lukumi. Sanchez. And this is James Rodriguez. Driven in. Oh, it's hit the post! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
And that is the end of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Colombia are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And we are back on the way. Lukumi. And it's Lerma. Sanchez. And that's really well manoeuvred. Mojica. This looks promising.
Diaz really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he's straight offside. Lukumi. He has found the way through. Big chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
That has been slung wide. Lukumi. And Sanchez. Munoz. And it's Lerma. Mojica. Goes looking wide. Now here's the delivery. Getting up there! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Great vision.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
That's put paid to the danger. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. More and more pressure. Oh no, what has happened here? And the shots! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Mojica. Takes a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Looking for options for movement. He's free, he has got space. Can he finish? Munoz clears without hesitation. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's got away from him. Now, and the shot! And there's a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Gol de Uzbekistan, convertido en el minuto
And that
57.
really is so
Número 14.
impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Uzbekistan really will be annoyed. They failed to make anything of their lead, and it's so typical that this happens.
Looking for the run, and he's picked out the run. Oh, just a keeper now. Great chance! Well taken goal. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's found a way through. Oh, he's all alone. So much shoots! Oh, crossbar!
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de 80.953.
Chance to deliver. And that has been cleared.
James Rodriguez.
And it's Lerma. And they can counter here. And he's decided to go for it. Driving on and making good progress. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. He's in a good position here. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Diaz. Lukumi. And Sanchez. Munoz. And it's Lerma. Mojica. James. Look at the space here. Decent chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Diaz really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
James goes short. Gets the shot away!
Colombia really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Mojica. And Sanchez. And it's Munoz. For Lerma. Mojica. Suarez. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Just about within shooting range. That is decidedly lacking.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
It's a pretty loose pass. Munoz. And it's James Rodriguez. Sanchez. Suarez. He shifted it to the flank. Mojica. It's a promising position. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through. Chance to shoot. Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
They've played it short.
That is great defending, so alert. Colombia are looking to go forward now. Now it's James Rodriguez. Turns back here, probably the best option. Stood up well to him there. Suarez looking understandably energised after his goal. Lukumi. And it's Munoz. For Lerma. Played out wide. Chance, surely! And again! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
James Rodriguez really reacted very quickly there, but couldn't quite find the finish he needed.
Oh, this looks sharp. Just about up to 75 minutes. And he's managed to get free. It's a quick ball upfield. And he's picked it up out wide. And he welcomes it in. Shapes to shoot! And that is wildly off target.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Oh, what an amazing shot!
Lerma. Sanchez. Lukumi. Mojica. James. And Sanchez. Lukumi. And it's Lerma. Mojica. Plays the return pass. And Munoz. And here's James. Over to the right flank. Spread to the right. Out towards the flank.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
That is a great pick out. A lot of space. Chance for a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Munoz. Mojica. And Diaz. Mojica. And here's Diaz. Goes for the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Played back to the goalkeeper. Mojica. And here's Diaz. Colombia are running out of time and out of options.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. And it's James Rodriguez. Knocks it out wide. Played out wide. He'll try from distance! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Oh, I think you could really feel his pain there. He was convinced he'd put his side level.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Uzbekistan are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And there's the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Lerma clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one.
There's the header! So this is it. We're on the verge of witnessing a major shock. He's got away. He's going for goal! Terrific effort, just off target.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Cambio.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And he's running through, tries a shot! It's off target and by quite a way. Nicely weighted ball. He's in plenty of space here.
Uzbekistan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's there to get it away. Munoz. That is ended up in no man's land. Diaz. And he's heaved it away. He is through here. Knocks it into space. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he finish? Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
We are into stoppage time. And he's well positioned here. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that is rather wayward. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Threads one in. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Colombia may have thrown this away at the death. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, look at the keeper's reaction, Peter. He felt he could have kept it out. That was so tight.
Gol de Uzbekistan.
He's got four. That is remarkable. Uzbekistan have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Played into the box. He's found a way past. Tries to play it through. Space for him to turn and look. Has crossed in. He's having a shot! Yes! It's all becoming so easy. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So now the difference is 3. And that's it. Colombia did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Colombia desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Queremos pedirle su apoyo para nuestra Fundación Solidaria Internacional.